am making zucchini banana cake. Yes, right there. Lots of zucchini right now. First thing I'm gonna do, well, I'm opening my cake mix, but that's not the first thing I'm gonna do. The first thing I'm gonna do is take my zucchini and I am going to shred it up. Now, I'm doing batch cooking. I'm not gonna even clean between videos. Why? Because I'm tired. I'll be perfectly honest. So we're just gonna sail through these. If you want to make zucchini cake without using a box cake mix, Dining on a Dime Volume 1 has a delicious zucchini cake, also livingonadime.com. Love my cutting glove. All right, so I got my zucchini in there and my two very ripe, by the way, this thing can just go in the washer, very ripe bananas. Any spice cake mix will do. Then I have, in place of water, I'm going to be using milk because I need to use up my milk. We are going to give you our Dining on a Dime cookbook ebook, volume number 1, free at livingonadime.com. Click on our shop, click on our ebooks, click on Dining on a Dime Volume 1, add it to your cart. When you go to checkout, use the coupon code DINING1 and you will get our ebook absolutely free with no obligation and no strings attached. Visit us at livingonadime.com. And I'm also going to use half the amount of oil because banana is a good replacement for oil, but you can use it all if you want, but oops, got a couple of carrots in there. Okay, it's all right, here we go. Oh, I forgot my eggs, hello. I got a big old mess because I didn't clean in between videos, but that's okay. Why? Because I'm tired and I'm Tara and this is my channel, so who cares? Okay, here's my pan, my 50-year-old pan I got from my mom when I moved out on my own. Love my mixing bowl, it's non-slip. And I had lost my other one. This one I found at a garage sale, so I was super excited. I will link it in the description below because I love these non-stick ones. All right. Banana zucchini cake. We're gonna bake this. The recipe is in the description below. Zucchini banana bread. If you need to test, you can just take a knife and put it in your center of your cake and when it comes out clean, but I know mine is done because see how it's pulled away from the sides? Oh my goodness. Yum. Okay, Mike's not here, so we're just gonna taste test it. Oh my goodness. It's painting day. It's painting day. That's why you guys don't see me on camera. That is delicious. Snickerdoodle Zucchini Cake, Dining on a Dime, Volume 1. Right here on page 292. Flour. And my salt. baking soda. My nutmeg. Cloves. And cinnamon. And I'm going to mix this all around. If you want to just use a spice cake mix, you can. Have it in there if you want. And normally I use water my zucchini cake, but I got this milk that I need to use up. And my oil. And my zucchini. Now, normally I do my zucchini into my bowl first, but, oops, I forgot my glove. Love my cutting glove right here. And bring my zucchini in. And my vanilla. There we go. And my pan. I'm loving so far this new pan. It's like basically non-stick. It's pretty cool actually. Okay, so I'm pouring in my zucchini cake. Now, this one is snickerdoodle. So I've got my sugar here and I'm adding my cinnamon. And this recipe is in the description below. If you got lumpy sugar, just break it up. It's no big deal. Just like so. Sprinkle it on. We're going to throw this in the oven. The recipe is in the description below at livingonadime.com and in our Dining on a Dime cookbook. Okay, here is my snickerdoodle. Yum. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, a nice crispy top. Yum. To get my spatula, but it's dirty and I don't feel like cleaning it. Oh, yum. Oh my goodness, that looks so delicious. Okay, I'm gonna test it. Oh, I'm telling you, there's nothing better than zucchini cake. Absolutely. Okay, there are better things, but well, I don't know. That's pretty darn too good. Oh, yum. Zucchini time, and I am making a zucchini cake with a boxed cake mix. All right, I got my spice cake here. Yum. Any spice cake will do. Now, if you want to make it totally from scratch, you can. Dining on a Dime Volume 1 has our zucchini bread and zucchini cake in it, so that you can make it from scratch if you want. Now, I am replacing my water with milk and my oil. Okay, and I did this backwards. Usually what I do when I make my zucchini cake is I shred my zucchini first, but I forgot. So that's okay. We will adapt and overcome. So here's what I'm gonna do. I got all my ingredients in here. Let me just go ahead and mix this all up. Now I love these graters that have the rubber on the bottom, then your grater doesn't move around. Now, save these little pieces for your stir fry. Okay, got my zucchini all in here. If you want, you can do that on top of a cutting board. Just get this stirred around. Now, if you want to add raisins or dried cranberries in here, you can. All right, gonna take my pan, spray it. I have to tell you, I love this new pan. I didn't know if I would like it or not. My mom's 50-year-old pan was pretty reliable, but I think this one's gonna be handed down to my kids. I really like it so far. Okay, there we go. All right, we're gonna spread this in our pan and bake it. Now you can make it into cupcakes or loaf pan or mini loaves if you want, or 2 square or round 9-inch pans with frosting in between. I'm just keeping it simple today. Zucchini cake with a box cake mix. Let's put this in the oven. The recipe is in the description below. All right, here is my zucchini cake made with cake mix. Now, if you need to test if your cake is done, you can stick your knife in the center, but I know my cake is done. How? See how it's pulled away from the sides? All right, here we go. Oh, yum. Look at that. Oh my goodness, how delicious. I am making zucchini carrot cake. Yeah, sort of what she said. So normally what I do, since I'm making several zucchini recipes today, I'm not even cleaning my bowl. Okay, now I've got my carrots. Right here. Now, if you want, you can peel your carrots. I'm not going to. All right, I'm not going to do the third one. Now, if you want, the recipe is in the description below, but I am using a spice cake mix. But if you want to make it from scratch, right here, Dine on a Dime, Volume 1, it is super easy. Right there. Then I'm going to get my ingredients in. By the way, this thing can just go into the washer. Then I have milk that I need to use up. And then my oil right there. I'm gonna throw that in. Then we're gonna mix this all up. All right, and I'm gonna take my new favorite 9x13, spritz it with oil. Now, Yeah, you can make this into muffins, into a loaf. If you want, you can get the recipe in the description below. In our Dining on a Dime Volume 1, I've got zucchini loaf, zucchini cake. At livingonadime.com, we have a whole post on just zucchini recipes because zucchinis never go away. They come and haunt you. All right, we're gonna put this in the oven and let it bake. A zucchini carrot cake. Now, you need to test, this knife is dirty because I was cutting other ones, but if it comes out like this, your cake's not done. I know mine is done because see how it's pulled away from the sides? Oh, look at that. Oh, yum. Okay, here we go. That is delicious. Zucchini carrot cake, a great way to use up that garden produce. Today is zucchini baking day. Today I'm making chocolate zucchini bread, and that is why I did not wash my beaters. If you're baking a whole lot, just either rinse your beaters off, or most recipes you could just go to the next one if you're doing a lot of baking. Okay, let's see. Not quite. All right, now there's my zucchini. Love my cutting glove. Don't scratch my fingers when I'm grating or cut my fingers off when I'm cutting things. All right, then this is a dump and go recipe. Got my flour and my cocoa powder. And baking soda. And my salt. And my eggs. Oops. And I'm going to soften my butter. And there's my softened butter. And my oil. Yes, I keep my oil in an old pancake syrup bottle because it fits easier in my drawer. Brown sugar. Now it's supposed to be packed, so what I do is I just do 1 cup unpacked. And my vanilla. And my mini chocolate chips. I use mini because they go further than regular chocolate chips. So if it calls for a cup, and I use a 1/2 cup of mini chocolate chips because it distributes more evenly in there and I don't need to use as much. Now it calls for a traditional loaf pan, but I got this at a garage sale and I absolutely love this pan. It's just a nice size. So what I'm gonna do is just use this pan. So it's not gonna be as tall, but it'll be a little bit wider. All right, and then we're gonna stick that in the oven. Here's our double chocolate zucchini loaf. Oh, yum. Except you gotta get closer to you. Okay. Thumbnail.
It smells delish.
There you go. Okay, now test. That's zucchini loaf.
Mmm.
I am on a zucchini baking roll. I just made chocolate zucchini bread, but I'm going to make chocolate zucchini muffins now. So I did not wash anything. This is how you save time when you're doing baking for several days. First thing I have is my oil. Yes, I store it in a pancake bottle because it sits easier down here in my drawer. And then we've got sugar. And my vanilla. And my flour. And my baking soda. Baking powder. And my cocoa. And my salt. And my mini chocolate chips. Now, it calls for chocolate chunks, but I use the mini chocolate chips because instead of using 1 1/4 cups of chocolate chunks, I just use a 1/2 cup of the mini. Just like a 1/2 cup plus maybe a tablespoon, just a bit more. Okay, then my zucchini. Have my glove here. Now, why do you drain some zucchini but you don't other zucchini? Because it's the amount of water and it changes the moisture level in your baked goods. So that's why some call for drained zucchini and some call for not drained zucchini. Or undrained zucchini, I guess I should have said. All right, now that's why I don't normally do this with it in there, but I'm getting ready to wash, so that is fine. Okay, so now okay, that is not wet enough. All right, so now just so you guys know, this is a recipe test. So I am going to add an egg. And a little bit of milk. Now, they say in this recipe that you don't need it, but my goodness, this is way too dry. I've never seen a muffin recipe that dry. So I'm going to change it. There, that is a much better consistency. Clean up my mess and then I will put it in the muffin tins. Okay, I wanted to make these as jumbo muffins, but all I've got is 4 jumbo muffin things left, so I'm just gonna do 4 because I want to see what it looks like. All right, and now we're going to put this in the oven and bake it. Oh, there's my noodles. All right. and there is our double chocolate zucchini muffins. Yum. And there's the jumbo ones right there. Okay, test this one.
Cut me taking a bite out of it.
Uncle Dave's favorite.
I don't know who did.
I'm gonna make Uncle Dave's favorite cookie for you. And see if you want
Double
it.
chocolate zucchini muffins. Chocolate zucchini cake. I am cranking out the videos today, so I am not washing anything. All right. There we go. Now, this thing can just go straight into the washer, which is great. All right, chocolate cake mix. And my oil. And my milk. Now, because zucchini is super watery, I do slightly less milk. The recipe is in the description below. And then my eggs, and I do milk instead of water. You can use water if you want. Then, if you want, you don't have to, you can add chocolate chips. Now, I use the mini chocolate chips, and I only use about 1/3 of a bag because they're smaller. You get a chocolate chip in every bite. Just stir that in. Got my trusty pan my mom gave me when I first moved out on my own. This thing is 50 years old. It's always been faithful. All right, we're gonna pour that in. All right, recipe is in the description below. We're gonna throw this in the oven and bake it. Okay, here's my double chocolate zucchini cake. Oh, yum. It looks delicious. Okay. Oh, yum. There we go. Do we have Mike come and taste test a bite?
Oh, if I must.
Okay, here we go.
I can't believe you want me to eat chocolate. What?
I know.
Am I just gonna eat it like it's a sandwich?
Yep. You're just gonna go for
That's
it.
how you eat cake?
Yes.
Let them eat cake.
Let him eat cake. Is it good?
Mm-hmm. This is really delicious.
Yay!
Super moist and chocolatey. And I'll tell you what, I used to never want to eat it because I thought, ooh, it's gonna taste like zucchini. No, it doesn't taste like it at all.
It
It's
just adds moistness to
It's
it.
a totally moist chocolate cake.
Yum. I am making blueberry zucchini loaf. Now, got my favorite shredding glove right here. Okay, so I got my zucchini, and then it needs lemon zest. Now, here's a little trick. If you smush your lemon like this, it will soften up inside, and then you can zest it, and you will have more juice after you're done zesting it. You can have more juice. This one is not zesting. Okay, this lemon is not zesting. That's hilarious. Okay, now I'm getting a little bit. Okay, there we go. Get it in there. Now, then we also need, whoa, our lemon juice. That is a juicy lemon. Oh shoot, I forgot. My strainer is out with my deer repellent. Oops. Okay, so let me see if I can just catch all the seeds. Wow, no seeds are coming out. Now the recipe for this will be in the description below. As always, sometimes I forget, so if I forget, put it in there. Please kindly remind me. This is the 12 Days of Zucchini series. Wow, this one really has a lot of juice in it. All right, now as you guys know, I normally put in my dry ingredients, stir them, and then put in my wet ingredients, but since I need to grate the zucchini, I didn't want to get my grater all filled with flour and everything. So I'm just throwing it all in there this time. So I got my flour, 1, 2, and my sugar, and my baking powder and salt and my oil and eggs and buttermilk. Now, normally I don't have buttermilk on hand, so what I do is I just take my regular milk, or in this case I need to use up my dry milk, so I'm going to take my dry milk here and I'm going to put a drop of vinegar or lemon juice. There's already lemon juice in here, so I probably don't need it, but to just sour my buttermilk. I'm going to let that sit for just a minute, so to let it get soured. Okay, and then I've got my buttermilk, my fake buttermilk. Now we're just going to mix this all together. Then I've got my blueberries. And I'm going to mix that all together. Oh, yum. Then my loaf pan. My reusable oil sprayer. And I'm going to sprinkle a few blueberries on top to decorate. All right, and now we're going to put it in the oven at 350 degrees. I have my water here. I'm gonna make some homemade lemon juice using my True Lemon packets. I love these things. Just so you can see how it's done. Whoops. Hope I can get it to open. Oops, that one got a little water or something on it. Okay. Do this one. Ah, what happened to my lemon packets? Got water or something on them. Oh dear. Well, that's irritating. Okay, there. Open this one up. There we go. Okay. Now, I have never had that happen before, but we'll get it dissolved. There. Oh my goodness, that looks so delicious. Add our powdered sugar. that looks so good. Okay, I should have followed the recipe, but I just made it up and I got way too much, but that's okay. I'll just save part of it for my next video that I need a lemon glaze for. I will just have to find a lemon glaze needed. All right, there we go. Oh my goodness, that's perfect. All right, and there we have our blueberry lemon loaf, zucchini blueberry lemon loaf. Oh yeah. Thumbnail. Woo! Okay, now taste test. Is it delicious? I am making some zucchini cookies. Zucchini cookies. I've got my zucchini. Now, this one I'm shredding it first because the zucchini needs to drain. Because it has too much water in it. And I'm going to add just a little bit more here. Okay. My favorite grating glove, cutting glove. Just throw it in the wash when you're done. Now, what you can see here is, let me see if I can show you. Watch. When you squeeze the zucchini, can you see all that water coming out? So it makes your cookies too moist. So just squeeze it and then dump the water out. Now you can do this over a strainer or whatever, but that's basically how you do it. And what I do is I just take the zucchini and we'll hold it over the sink and just push it along the side there. But I wanted you to see how it squeezes out. Okay, now it is zucchini baking day. So I do have dirty beaters, but it is the same basic recipe. So I got my flour and my sugar and my baking soda, baking powder, salt, and cinnamon. Brown sugar. White egg, my vanilla, okay, now I'm going to mix this all up before I add in my oatmeal. In my oatmeal. And my chocolate chips. Now I use mini chocolate chips because it's cheaper because they go further, so you don't need to use as many. Oh, I totally forgot my butter. Hello. Okay, my measuring cup has disappeared somewhere, so until I find it, I'm just going to use a cup and soften my butter. All right, got my butter. loves the ice cream scoops. That's the only thing I use it for is cookies. And then we're going to put this in the oven and bake it for about 10 to 12 minutes. The recipe is in the description below. Oatmeal chocolate chip zucchini cookies. Yum.
Cookie.
Okay, thumbnail. Okay, now you can just eat the cookie. Oh, stop.
Mmm. Mm-hmm.
The mini mms of Mike, huh?
Mm-hmm. It's like a spice cookie.
Yes.
Wow, it's very yummy.
Today we are making no bake zucchini bread. I've got my zucchini here and I am going to peel and shred my zucchini. So now what I do is I just hold it, first of all, this is a super easy way to dispose of your vegetable scraps. If you want to make it all compostable, just put it on newspaper and throw the whole thing in your compost. I forgot one of the best inventions ever, my anti-scrape your knuckles on the grater gloves. I will link these in the description below. Now, you can use zucchini bread or cake recipe if you want. I am using one with a box mix. The recipe will be in the description below. You need a good zucchini bread recipe. Our Dining on a Dime Cookbook Volume 1, the red one, is on sale right now. And it is not that much harder to just make homemade zucchini bread if you want, but you don't have to, of course. So, all right, and then I need 1/4 cup of milk or water. I am using up my dry milk here. And going to use milk just to give it extra flavor. Okay, got my milk, and you can just throw this thing straight in the washer, but it's beautiful because you don't get scraped knuckles. All right, and then my ground cinnamon, then my eggs, cake mix right here. Ooh, that looks good. Maybe I should try that one next. Oops, oh dear, did not mean to do that. Okay, scrape it off. There we go. Okay. And my cake mix, yellow cake mix. Oops. Forgot I was going to use the spatula. Okay, now we're going to mix this all together. Now this is a no-bake recipe. You're going to heat your waffle iron. This cute little thing is in the description below. I absolutely love it. It makes perfect waffles. All right, I'm going to show you my 2 oil things. Normally, I use my refillable oil, but I got this at a garage sale for $1, the restaurant size. So, need to be getting it used up because it's almost expiring. And oil is something that you can't really stockpile that long. So, all right. Oh, yum. All right, we're going to go and do the rest. If you guys don't want to make it in the little thing, you can use the big waffle maker or make these into pancakes also. Making some zucchini boats. This is a great way to use up any zucchini. Now, there's only 2 of us eating for dinner tonight, and so I'm just gonna make one of these. It's my leftover foil here that I'm reusing. And it's slightly big, but that's okay. Spraying my pan with oil. Now, for this, you want to leave about 1 inch on the end, come in the middle, and take out some of the seeds that are in the center and leave 1 inch on the other end, okay? So you're making a little, like a canoe, make it a boat. Okay, got that one. Then now, if you want, you could save this, and you can take your centers from your zucchini boats and save it. If you want to freeze it, you can, or put it in a container in the refrigerator for 3 or 4 days, and then make zucchini bread out of the centers. Okay. All right. Now I have some spaghetti sauce that's been left over. Now, I would say this is for 1 person, although we're having other stuff for dinner aside from this, so I'm just doing 1 for each of us. So if you're making this your entire meal, do 1 of these per person. Now, this is canned spaghetti sauce, so I add extra seasoned salt because there is not enough seasoned salt in there. Then I got my pepperoni. Now you could do whatever vegetables. You could do onions, peppers. Just think about a pizza. And this is basically the crust for your pizza, basically. All right, so then we're gonna put olives. I'm going to add a little bit of onion. Okay. Now, if you don't have a problem with dairy, just use regular mozzarella. I am dairy-free, so I'm going to be using goat cheese for this. Now, you could also use Mexican blend, cheddar cheese, pretty much whatever you want. Oops, and my boat is twisting. Usually I like to use bigger zucchinis, but my zucchinis aren't in yet, so I actually had to buy these from the store, believe it or not. I know, in 3 weeks I'm gonna be regretting it, but you know what? YouTube waits for no one. Okay, so now we're gonna stick this in the oven at 350 degrees till everything is melted and my zucchini is cooked through, probably about 30 minutes. All right, and there is what our zucchini boats look like. Oh, yum. My next recipe is zucchini slaw. So I'm going to peel my zucchini. Okay, people ask me why I peel my zucchini. I don't know why I peel my zucchini. I just do. But very good question. Okay, so got that. Oops. A carrot. Once again, my favorite. Cutting gloves, keep my fingers from getting scratched. Then I just throw it in the washer. You can go clear down to the nubbies. Next thing I'm adding is my mayonnaise or Miracle Whip, whichever you want. And I add just a titch, I mean like half a teaspoon of sugar. Just a sprinkle of salt. And then stir this all together. Oh, yum. That is delicious. Done now. Very good.
Zucchini slaw.
Oh, good grief.
Zucchini slaw.
It's not the same as cabbage slaw, but I still like it. Do you like it?
Mm-hmm. It's good. It has a little different texture. Not quite as crunchy.
No, but it's still good.
Mm-hmm.
Making zucchini saute. This recipe is on our website, livingonadime.com. The link is in the description below. This is a super easy recipe. Get you in and out of the kitchen quick, and an easy dessert that just takes like 5 minutes to make. So I'm gonna take my zucchini and I'm gonna cut it up into smallish pieces. Now you can leave it in bigger chunks if you want. Then we're gonna take our onion. You just want thin slices. I don't have any garlic, so when I don't have garlic, I just use good old garlic powder. And sprinkle in my seasoned salt, which has everything in it. You can just do salt and pepper if you like. That's how the recipe is. Then a little bit of thyme. Now we're just going to saute this until it's cooked through. I like my vegetables soft, so I put the lid on for just 1 minute or so. And there you have delicious zucchini saute. Oh, yum. Okay, thumbnail. Very good. Zucchini's pretty good, huh?
I love the zucchini time of year. This is my probably favorite zucchini recipe.
Yay.
That and the chocolate chip zucchini muffins.
Those are next.